How's it going, everybody? It's Luke Leasing again from Vector Algorithmics, and today I have the honor of having one of our traders, Patricia, joining us today. Patricia, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good as always. Good as always. How'd you do today on the charts? Did you trade or?
I know. Well, I still have a full-time job, so I'm managing both, but I had a good day today. $100 a day is my goal. So that's kind of where I'm at.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that because what's very, I wouldn't say unique, but very, I guess I will say unique because a lot of people in trading, they like to shoot for big numbers. And the reason why you and I are having this conversation today is because you've been pretty successful with trading in our program. So that's why I wanted to share your story with others. But what's unique and special about the way you trade is, to your point, you only shoot for $100 a day. Is that right?
That's right. Yes.
And then from what I understand, you used to only focus on shooting for 50 to $80 a day. And then it wasn't only until recently you moved it up to $100. Is that right?
That's right. Yes. I am more risk averse. So I kind of stick to a $100 loss for the day or the $100 win. And and it's been working for me to kind of just have a plan and stick to that. And then, yes, over time, I was able to kind of get to a little bit more, to doubling my $50 risk and reward ratio.
Okay, good. I guess so people know more about who you are. How long have you been trading for, and do you have any other trading experience outside of Vector?
I would say I've been trading for about, let's say, 8 months. Did I have any experience before? No, zero. Really had no idea about futures at all. I was just like vaguely had an idea of what stocks look like. So yeah, it came in completely to this whole novel idea for me. But it's been going well. I'm sure we'll discuss that. And I work full time. So this is definitely something that I've kind of dabbled in. It's not something that I've been able to do full time, but maybe in the future that might be something that I can pursue.
Yeah, absolutely. So brand new trader, no prior trading experience. You joined Vector a couple of months back, and now is it safe to say you're now in a position, based on what you told me off camera, we're making now about $6,000 per month? Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
So on top of your full-time job, we're now making essentially another salary on top of that, but in the back end.
Correct. Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
So what I actually like to teach a lot of our new traders is the same style as yours, because it's very easy for people to paint the picture and sell the dream and say, oh, you're going to make $10,000, $20,000 a month. Just do this, that. But the reason why it's hard for us to teach that to new traders is that there's now a component of where they feel like they have to rush to get to that position. Whereas with you, what I really like about your style is that you only shoot for 50, 80, $100 in a day. Do you mind sharing with some of our listeners, assuming a lot of these people are new traders, do you mind sharing your strategy and your risk management style on how you are able to still make $5,000, $6,000 in a month, but while only focusing on smaller wins, $50 wins, $80 wins, $100 wins, etc.?
Yeah, so I like to have about 2 or 3 PAs at a time. I think that's manageable for me. And like I've said, the risk is it's really important when you're trading to just manage your risk, because I think that we can easily get into the mindset of chasing that the green dollar at the end of the day. And if you're in the red, it's best sometimes to just stop for a moment, take the day, and then take your loss and have a better day, better mentality the next day. But having said that, so what's worked for me is these smaller rewards. I find that when you will start as a new trader, you'll see very quickly, you can win big and you could lose big. When you start small, that pressure is kind of off of you, and you can really just focus on, less on the dollar amount and like what you could be losing or winning, and more just on the numbers than of itself. And the game of it kind of like steps away, and you could really disassociate yourself and just kind of have a better mindset when you're approaching it. Also not relying on it completely, I think has helped me. So yes, I'm somebody, I have, a family, like I need to have that steady income. That's what I have my full-time job. So not having the pressure of this being like a full-time gig also does help me personally, and really gives me that flexibility and just the ability to enjoy it. Like I actually enjoy trading as a side hustle, as opposed to, stressing about it every day. It really makes it a lot easier to kind of manage all of the emotions that come with trading, because it can be emotional at times.
I love it. I love it. And again, the key thing that you said there is that you have 3 PAs. And for those listening, if you don't know what a PA is, it stands for performance account. And that's essentially the funded account you get once you pass the evaluation process with Apex, right? With the prop firm. So, Patricia, you focus on your 3 PAs, your 3 funded accounts, and you aim for about $100 a day. Quick math tells me that there's about 20. There's a bee in my. That's hilarious. There's a bee in my home office, but yeah, I'm a little bit paranoid because I got stung by a bee twice about a month ago when I went camping with my church. So whatever, I'll ignore that for now. But quick math is gonna tell me that $100 a day over 3 accounts over 20 trading days, which are that many in a year. That works out to be about $6,000 a month. So I see how you're able to hit your $6,000 by focusing on those $100 wins. So I love it. One other important thing you said was that you like to focus on the fact that this is like you shut it down at $100. You keep your trades very tight, and then you have other things outside of trading so that you're not fully relying on it, which increases that pressure. So I see the same thing to other people, right? Like as well, that are just getting into trading. Make sure it's not your only source of income. Otherwise, you're going to be rushing it in a way you shouldn't be. So I appreciate you opening that up. One final thing. Can you share one piece of advice? What's one piece of advice you would give to anyone that's maybe looking to join Vector, or a new trader that wants to get started in their trading journey?
Okay. Well, I mean, I hadn't had a chance yet to speak to Vector and how that's been fundamental, because as a new trader and having zero knowledge, I have no idea how I would have gotten here in the first place if it wasn't for, Vector, the team, being part of, a group of people who are constantly talking about trading all day. It really helps you understand. It helps you kind of like tune in on what other traders are doing. Like really being part of that community, just like, instills good habits, valuable habits and trading strategies. I learned a lot from the people there, just having these discussions and talking about it every day. Again, I have a full-time job, so I don't have all the time to, study trading on my time off. I have 2 kids, my plate's full, but being part of that, discussion and the community on a daily basis has really is what's helping me grow and learn. And then obviously like the strategies, if like I don't manually trade, I rely on Vector completely. I know what works for me. I know what to trade so that I can kind of where my risk and my win is at my limits. And it's been comfortable for me and it's been working. So again, some people go bigger, and you can certainly do that. But if it wasn't for Vector, I wouldn't be as successful as I am today. So like, props to Vector team, because I don't know how else I would do it. It's a very tough gig. It's not easy, and you need help.
Love it. Okay, just to summarize what you said there, get a team, get people that can guide you, almost like a mentor, community to be a part of it, so that you always have that guidance. I love it. I completely agree with you, right? Because trading is a very lonely journey. And if you don't have people there to correct you or to give you ideas and to guide you, it can be very tough, right? So
you're learning from other people's mistakes already. Like that alone saves like years of, trading. Like it really does. So it's super, super fundamental to being successful. Really helps catapult you like a lot quicker than what you would do on your own.
Listen, I love this. Honestly, thank you so much for your time today, Patricia, because what you say is a little bit different from what others, but I personally, like even on a personal level, I resonate with your strategy more because there's less pressure. I don't have to shoot for big wins. I can focus on small wins. And to your points about, having a job and having other things, right? Like this is just something in the back end. Let the algorithm do its own thing. Let it trade for you, and then over time, you'll always be in the green. So I definitely appreciate your time today, and I'm sure some of the people listening to this definitely found some value in this conversation. So thank you so much for your time today.
No problem. I hope so. Take care. And I appreciate you talking to me.
All right, take care. I'll see you on the charts later tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Bye-bye.